Watch what we're.
Yeah, and there has to be so many subscriptions in order, and I need to check into that, what that number is in order for them to qualify as.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see they printed as well as online.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm not sure.
Are you ready? It's 9 o'clock.
Yes, to be, more.
No, that's okay. It's 9 o'clock and we're going to call the meeting of the Codington County Commissioners to order. And if you'd please rise, I'll have Brenda lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Maybe mention the date since he wasn't able to get it on, just mention today's date.
Oh, it's today's date of the meeting is October 15th, 2024. And we'll go to item number 2, call for public comment. If anybody would like to make public comment, they can do so here in person or use the telephone numbers 605-882-6248 or 605-882-6297. And if you do have a cell phone, we'd appreciate if you silence it. And if you need to take a call, could you do so in the hallway? Thank you. Okay. Item 3, is there any conflict of interest?
No, nope.
Okay. Number 4, we need a motion to approve the October
moved.
15th
So moved.
agenda. Okay, motion by Van Duzen, second by Waterman. All those in favor say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Number 5, need a motion to approve the minutes of the October 8th, 2024 meeting.
So moved.
Motion by Van Duzen,
Second.
second by Waterman. Is there any further additions or corrections? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Okay, we'll move down to number 6, monthly reports. And Steve, if you'd come up, give us the facility report.
Morning, Steve.
Morning, Steve.
Good morning. You know, there's going to be a lot of yes and no's by two people here.
We'll start right back.
All right. Hey, quit it. All right. We're going to start with the ag building. Out at the ag building, the fire suppression system, most of the lines have been installed in both expos. They are right now currently working on another job in Aberdeen. They'll be back next week again to continue. Construction of the parking lot they'll be finishing the cement work on Wednesday tomorrow, and then laying the asphalt and landscaping along the edges and so that next week. There's a little delay. They wanted to extend it another week than what the required deadline was. So that's been approved for them. Government building, the contractors will be completing the HVAC system in the next couple of weeks. The boilers are up and running. They just got some bunch of details, a little bit of lines here and there to do and finish up some of the work in the hallway where they have to cover the pipes and stuff. So, park, there were 14, well, I'll put it this way, 1,461 online reservations made this year, 428 offline reservations, with a total of 1,889 that were with a total amount of 1,000, or with amount of reservations of 158,179 and 50 cents of sales, $3,008 of point of sales as of August 19th. Oops, need to correct that, as of this past week. With a total of $161,187.50. I'll put a little side note. It is down some from last year, but of course, last year we were having the year out reservations. So things are going to offset a little bit just because of that. The staff is currently right now is painting some buildings, and they're working on the Girl Scout building for preparations for making reservations for that unit. In the weed, well, I'm going to probably edit this a little bit. I did write down the fall spraying has come to a complete due to the hard freeze this morning, but we only got down to 28 degrees. Usually a lot of thistles and their noxious weeds can take it down to 26 degrees. And looking at the Mesonet site in South Shore, it hit 28 degrees for a short brief period and then come back up again. The same thing that happened last night. So, we didn't really, if you're going to see a hard freeze, you're going to see leaves falling off of trees if it's that hard around here. I know there's some areas around the country, they got down to mid-20s and so that, but we were kind of a little bit in an isolated spot here that we've actually kept the temperatures up high enough. So they are going to continue a little bit with some spraying yet to kind of get things wrapped up, because mostly it's left to do with some of the state right-of-ways. West Nile, I'll give us the stats that the Department of Health had gave out last week, Thursday. There are 19 human cases and 1 death this year. 4 human vector mech blood donors. And then 9 counties with positive mosquito pools. And I'm going to make a little side note. One of the things that was noticed this year, pool numbers of mosquitoes collection accounts were really, really high, but positive pools were low. Don't know if a lot of it's all contribute to migration of birds. So we don't know if it's not near the infections going on, but that was it's kind of interesting. And I'm sure that they'll be looking into and figuring out stats, principally why there's such a difference this year. So that kind of concludes what I have on my report. Do you have any questions?
Steve, you mentioned the delay in the concrete work at the extension building. What's the hold?
Well, mostly hold up with subcontractors getting there in time and getting things done. They kind of were back off a week and so we had projected plan they were supposed to complete today. But with subcontractors not getting to here for almost a week late, it kind of delayed
Okay.
things. So, but it should be pretty well. Right now, as a report last night of an email's going is they plan on laying the asphalt next week. Cement contractors should be pretty well done, by tomorrow.
I drove
stuff,
by and
so-
looked at that progress and it looks good.
But it does look really good. And so
Yeah.
we got a couple little details we got to figure out that's out there, but otherwise minor.
How did that go with the west wall there, changing that?
Currently right now, that is that we haven't really kind of dug down into see what we're gonna do along that wall with the post yet. And so we'll get together.
But the outside part. got-
Outside is all part. I'm not so worried about to the point that something's gonna push out, cause along the wall where they put the boards, there's a 6-inch base of 6-foot wide cement.
Oh,
It's gonna be pretty hard. It's not gonna go anywhere.
Oh,
So
okay.
so,
Well, that did delay that project from a week to 10 days too.
yes, it did. Yep. Yes, it did. So. All right.
Let's move down to take care of number 7. Need action to authorize application for the 2026 contract weed grant.
You probably have it in your items, so that this is something every year and so that we apply for. It can vary depending on the qualifications of the amount of counties. There's stipulations, of course, you gotta attend meetings and so that, and there are sometimes some counties that don't meet those criteria, so it can vary, fluctuate. I can't remember, I think this year it's $6,100 of grant dollars and so that, but it has been as low as 4,000 and so that. So just depends of what all counties meet criteria, so.
make a motion to approve.
Motion by Van Dusen, second by Waterman. To go ahead with this application. Any other questions? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay,
Steve.
thanks, Steve. Okay, number 8, need action to authorize chair to sign the lease agreement for the WIC office space at the Codington County Nurse Office. And you should have that.
So moved.
Motion by Waterman,
Second.
second by Van Dusen. Is there any other questions about the,
Pretty straightforward contract lease with the state.
Right.
Is
It is
there
a,
anything that changed in here, Brenda?
it's a 5-year. This is a new one now with this. It's a 5-year from
Okay,
October to September. They did agree to the $500 term. A month.
Great.
For that space.
Good.
So. Myron did look it over. I gave it to him. He didn't notice anything in particular, so nothing really jumps out. They do ask for a certain amount of coverage, which we already have. That was Lee's concern. Other than that, he didn't have anything else either.
seeing no further questions, all those in favor say aye.
aye,
Opposed, motion carries. Okay, number 9, action to approve a resolution to lift ban on open burning.
I just left this on the agenda because that's the next action that would happen because you have one in place, so.
Right.
I would say there is a chance of rain this weekend. If we get some rain,
Reevaluate it. next
we'll
week.
keep evaluating it every week because it's still really, really dry and humidity's low and temperatures are actually staying pretty high for October, so.
well, we've got hunting this season, this weekend, pheasant hunting this weekend, so.
Yeah, people just have to be aware that driving in tall grass, all the stuff can start a fire.
Those are all things you can't avoid.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
we'll keep it on one more week and reevaluate.
The city has their own ordinance, I believe, on burning, so this is more so just the area outside of the city.
Okay, moving down to number 10, action to approve abatement.
No abatements. We do have some claims.
Okay, we need a motion to approve claims.
Now we have two, so I did give you the disbursement check register due to the fact that we had an early cutoff again this month. There are quite a few. I won't go through and list them all unless you have any questions, but the total amount of the claims is $115,984.38. And then we have the 911 surcharge, but we'll have to separate that one out.
I'll make a motion to approve the claims for payment.
Second.
Motion by Van Duzen, second by Waterman to approve the claims for payment. Any other questions? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Mr. Chair, I'll be excusing myself from the
Yep.
911.
So the 911 surcharge, and this covers the month of August 2024 is $37,446.27, which will be remitted to the city of Watertown.
We need a,
So moved.
and I'll second it. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Okay, any automatic,
Oh, no, I'm sorry. No automatic, no personnel changes, no travel requests.
number 15, public notices. It's
I don't think I have anything this week.
I know they're having another meeting at LATI, but I think that's the 21st.
Yeah, I believe.
It's next Monday. Yeah. I don't have anything.
Okay, moving down to number 16, is there any old business? Number 17, is there any new business?
I don't know if this would be new business, but just for a topic of interest. Up till 5 o'clock last Friday, we've had 1,571 early voters.
Oh, thank you. That's good.
Been
We
busy.
love to see a high turnout.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay, no further new business. We'll move down to the open. And now it's time for public comment. Anybody who would like to do so? Is there any commissioner comments?
The only thing that I had, I was trying to find the date for the next public information meeting on the jail bond issue. Do you know when that is, Brenda? I'm sure Lee would probably want us to mention that. I think it's in Florence, I believe. I can't
The
remember.
only one I have that I jotted down from last week was the one on the 21st at 7 PM at LATC.
Okay,
They're presenting on the jail, the group of concerned citizens. Is that the one you're thinking on?
yeah,
Okay, that's what I did have jotted down.
okay. I know that it's on Facebook and everything else, so people are inquiring about it. Dates are on there. I just don't know what they are. I can't remember.
I don't know the other ones. I just know that that one
Yeah.
was one. They're giving tours. I don't know what, that date is the 15th at 3 o'clock. That'd be today. So I don't know how you line that up, but they start at 3 o'clock, public tours of the jail.
Contact the sheriff's office if you're
Yeah.
interested in going through there.
Okay, seeing no further comments, I haven't heard of any executive. Oh, there is. Oh, okay, so that's number 3. We'll now Get a motion to go into executive.
Make a motion to go into executive session.
Motion by Waterman, second by Van Duzen. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.